Oshibajo, a pastor, will go anywhere and tell everyone that care to listen that Buhari is a man of integrity. Buhari is a man of a this. Their government is a this or that. Their government is fighting corruption. Now, under the same criminal government that he belonged to, the same government that has taken over your right already. You know about that. If time permits us, we'll get to that. They were fighting corruption. Fighting corruption. And in the same government they are, where they have Mr. Integrity, the Aso Rock Clinic, which we know as many other the parastatals that they budget money for and loot money from, right? Aso Rock Clinic that is meant to take care of the first and second family, and everyone who is in the villa is left redundant, and they made it a conduit pipe where they make their money every now and then, even when PDP was gone. Oshibajo is part of that, and he will defend that. In that same Nigeria, Oshibade, I remember Oshibade, fake Pastor Ruga, told you that they were coming with determination to create 3 million jobs for you every year. Today, instead of creating 3 million jobs for you for 5 years, that should be 15 million jobs, Abi. The same Pastor Ruga was the one doing all the analysis. Everywhere he goes to you, you know, he bring God in, you say, God, maybe God, it was God that ordained, it was God this, go and read Zechariah this, go and read John Baptist that, go and read this and that, to confuse you in the fraud and scam that they are perpetrating. In that same Elijah, they said, bring back, how much have you recovered from the looted funds that you said you have recovered? No dime of that recovered loot can be accounted for under the same government of Buhari. The same them that couldn't give you these 15 million jobs in 5 years, they've taken away 27 million jobs from you. Even some of you who had jobs, jobs then, before they came to power, you are jobless now, or better still, just surviving now. And the same guy has the audacity to continue to do his own audio, what do you call it? Like he's talking about a different Nigeria completely. He will dish out, figures, data that can never be substantiated. And the same Oshibajo, is the one that these paid thugs, paid illiterate on social media, and their influencers as well, they are coming. They are everywhere, right? They are trying to make it look like Oshibajo is not part of this same government that has killed and killed and killed and killed and killed civilians. He, as a lawyer, a former commissioner of justice, a former attorney general of Lagos State, as he said, do you even have the justice in Lagos State right now? Do you have a justice system that punishes criminals in Lagos State, that punishes thieves, the political thieves? Of course not. If they made such law, Tifnumbu will be in jail right now. Oshibajo will be in jail by now himself, as a thief himself. So they are not trying to make you shut up. They're going to use all manner of tricks. There is this also, there's this case, we call it the NEMA case. They did everything to make it seem like it wasn't what it was, or it wasn't like it was, reported. It is what it was. It is exactly how it was reported. Oshibade, Ikena Shatabandu, fake Pastor Ruga, when the Buhari was sick, lifeless, chained, or coffined on a bed, on his own hospital bed in London, and fake Pastor Ruga happened to be your acting president just for 100 days. So acting president for 100 days, it stole more than 40 billion naira. But that of the NEMA, they couldn't hide it. National Emergency Management Agency or Authority or whatever they call themselves, shall call them NEMA. They were supposed to be there whenever you have any natural disaster, whenever there is flooding. NEMA was supposed to be there with with relief materials. They are not supposed to be waiting that, seeing you people, right, where your properties have been destroyed, your funds have been destroyed. NEMA, National Emergency Management Agency, was supposed to be there on the first call. But they won't, because it is just a den of thieves. And Osinbajo, fake Pastor Ruga, used that opportunity, that window that Bokwari was dead in London. He used that window to quickly make something for himself, but he won't touch it, because that's what they do. They don't touch the money. They just approve the money. And when you hold them, they say, well, I didn't touch the money, but the money will disappear. 5.5 billion naira. China donated rice to Nigeria. They say this rice, we are going to donate, a big, massive vessel of, a ship rather. They donated thousands of tons of rice and other grains to Nigeria. They said they should go and give those grain and rice to the people living in IDP camps, the victims of Boko Haram. So before Boko Haram left Nigeria, before they smuggled him out of Nigeria, yeah, the rice, the ship was at the port. They said something, gift that another country gave to Nigeria, for Nigeria to feed our poor people living in IDP camps. They said the ship entered demurrage because the agent that should clear it did not come and clear it in time. So because of that, it entered demurrage. They needed 5.5 billion. Now, someone give me something. I have it there at the entrance of my house. I locked the door. Then I asked myself that for me to get that thing at the door, I need to pay myself 5.5 billion naira for me to open the door and bring the gifts in. So Boko Haram couldn't approve of the money before they smuggled him out of Nigeria. Immediately, the fake Pastor Ruga became acting president. He automatically he approved the money. And immediately, CBN released the money. They shared the money. They cleared the rice, locked the rice up until everything got destroyed. A year later, when they were probing about the Chinese rice, they found out that it's a long story. And that is your Pastor Ruga. Boko Haram is arresting Nigerians. Courts, their courts, they are using their different courts to give different judgments against human rights in Nigeria. And the lawyer, the man that can speak, he's doing his best. You are mad. You are a madman doing his best. Why won't he be doing his best when he's already living among slaves? People who are already like categorized, they've categorized themselves as born slaves. That's what it is. They are abusing, harassing, and then destroying human rights in Nigeria under them. He deliberately, do you think it's stupid? He deliberately looked away. Because that's what they do. He deliberately looked away. Now, Boko Haram is now known as the sponsorer, financier of Boko Haram in the entire Africa right now. Some of you may not know. And I'm so happy that they are picking names of those that will never leave Nigeria. For those of you who have that capacity, who are writing those petitions, who are reaching out to those organizations abroad, right? I need you to begin to include the name of fake Pastor Osinbajo, Osinbade, Yemi Osinbajo. Start including his name in all those petitions now. He is an accomplice. He is a partaker. And whatever they want to play, the game they want to play, to try to make him look like he's just an advisor to Boko Haram, it's not the same, it's not the same Ikene Shatabandu that they told us that vote for a pastor and vote for a general. There is a joint ticket. So I am saying this to you because I can tell you this, right? I am so blessed. I am so lucky. I've got great people. I'm talking about real human beings, not slaves. Real people who can make things happen on my ego's diary. And one way or the other, when I drop the message, the people who need the message, they take the message. I'm saying it to you now. Do not let anybody blindfold you. You need to begin to include the names of Yemi Osinbajo as part of the jihadist killers. The government of Nigeria is, as part of those sponsoring the jihadist killers in Nigeria, you need to begin to include his name there. Now, it's important. Every time Nigerian soldier kill a Nigerian, Osinbajo is responsible. same way as Bokwari is responsible. So when you are writing those petitions, when you are writing those, those arrest warrants that some of you are pushing about now, waiting for Bokwari and his gang to leave government before we begin to pick them, I need you to begin to develop a very, very powerful, strong case against fake Pastor Ruga. He is an accomplice. Same way with everyone that is part of Bokwari's government. Put their name on that list. Send those names to where they should be sent to. Wherever we see them outside Nigeria, whether in power or outside power, do that for us. It's important. So we have seen those who are coming to tell you that as a Yoruba man, you should be supporting Osinbajo. You are a stupid person. If anybody is in this modern day and time, I don't care how old you are a foolish person. If in this modern day and time, 2020, people are still telling you to base your sense of reasoning on the tribe you come from or the religion you follow, right? Or whatever. You are a foolish person, no matter how old you are. Okay? I am a Yoruba man. And let me tell you something. I will support the destruction of all the Yoruba leaders first, before I ever root for the destruction of any other Nigerian leader, wherever they come from, Igbo, Hausa, Fulani, wherever they come from. I will, right, work with those who will do everything to destroy all the political leaders in Yoruba land, the criminals in PDP and APC. That works better for someone like me. You know why? Because they are the real enemies of the Yoruba land. And the only thing that they have working for them is just to say, you know, I'm a Yoruba man. And you know I'm a Yoruba man. Say, why do you have to remind me that you are a Yoruba man? It means you are doing something so wrong that you need to keep reminding me that you are a Yoruba man. So I should remember that you are a Yoruba man. You are a foolish person if you are one of those who actually think like that in this modern day and time. Yoruba land, it's not that, oh, because you have the former president, oh, you have the current vice president, what else? I don't care. It is not that you say, if you go to Yoruba land, Jesus Christ, oh more. If you go to Yoruba land, man, 24-hour power supply, boom. If you see road, if you see their hospitals, man, if you see their welfare system, if you see their social base, if you see, no. Yoruba land is not different from Zamfara or Nasarawa, where they are killing people. They are just using different weapons. In Yoruba land, now hunger, frustration, poverty, poor education, right? They are killing millions of people with that. Many are already dead, walking. They are Yorubas, so they are walking like zombies. Because they are dead. Dead men walking. There is no difference. No difference from anywhere. Because whether you have a Yoruba president or you have a Yoruba vice president, even if you have a Yoruba Nigeria, all that actually connotes to is that it is going to be more poverty. So why should I, by any reason for whatsoever, feel so pressed enough to be defending a thief, criminals, bunch of opportunists, career killers, destiny killers? They have destroyed many of your destinies, by the way. And it's so funny, right? When you see someone who is in Lagos, you will see a Lagos Abobaku. I know Lagos very well. I have properties in Lagos myself. To God be the glory. Abi, I've got families in Lagos that are very much doing well. Some are not doing well, but God help them too. The system made them so. So I know Lagos very well. So when I see a Lagos Abobaku who is currently using his Shinko phone, maybe now that MTN network is probably better, using free, because I heard they give you free, free Facebook access or something like that. I don't even know what that means. Because of those who may not have money for internet and all that. So then you will see a Lagos Abobaku who probably is currently, getting or being held up in a traffic. It doesn't know when it's going to end, or probably completely jobless. But at least politics is a job in Lagos. Even thugs, the political street urchins and all of them, They are all politicians. So you see that same Lagos Abobaku, he will grab his phone. My friend, what are you talking about? Stop talking about our vice president. He has achieved more than your father. My father is dead. So he is lucky if he cannot achieve more than my father. That's his own problem. My father cannot achieve anything anymore. He did his own best. He was a rich guy before he died, by the way, so it's on the side. So if you were there alive, cannot do better than the dead people, then why are you alive? And today, even your vice president is worse than dead people. More or less like he should be dead. Probably you won't even miss anything. So you will see this Lagos Abobaku, who God knows, only God knows how he is managed to survive up to this time. Because like I said, you know, Nigeria will kill you. If it doesn't kill you now, Nigeria will still kill you later. Okay? Nigeria can kill you slowly and it can kill you sharp. If Nigeria kills you sharp, you are a lucky person. Now if they say the whole world don't end, you don't come out. Finally. Now we wait, could they struggle, could they complain? But if Nigeria problem kills you slowly, it will first make you mad. You know what I mean? You begin to normalize poverty. You begin to normalize every abnormal thing. Because that's what Nigeria will do to you. It will destroy you psychologically, everything. Make you begin to think like a mad person. Then, after that, you will do something stupid. Then the debt system will eventually kill you. Nigeria will kill you sooner or later. So, you, from that traffic, from that your Lagos darkness, want to defend Osinbajo that is using 24 hours generator inside Aso Rock. They don't even have a regular supply in Aso Rock. They have to use generator. Imagine, country of 250 million people, they use generator inside Aso Rock. You, that will probably see me very much go back to your better past, my neighbor, you will come here to ask questions about my friend, leave him alone. I'm not holding him. He's holding your destiny. So in 2020, if you think that you need to be convinced, or you need the sentiment of your tribe, religion, before you can make a common sense, reason or judging. Judgment in a way. You are a foolish person. I don't know. I'm not as good as Osinbajo, so I don't know how to color it for you. You are a foolish person. I'm a Yoruba man, and I've been to Yoruba land. I was born and raised there, right? And those of you who are watching me from Lagos, Ibadan, Ibadan, your state, yeah, Ondo, Akure, Ekiti, or you're watching from Osun or from Abeokuta in Ogun State, wherever you're watching from right now, should be now your country with that. Now, with those who are ruling the place are Yoruba, Sabi. Osinbajo is the vice president. He's a Yoruba man, Abi. So, are you proud of how your land is? Are you proud? Are you proud how the Yoruba land is right now? Are you very proud? Of course, now you'll be humble slave. Why won't you be proud? Real people will not be. I mean, real people, real human beings. I'm not talking about the Buhari things and the Buhari details. So they will abuse, they will attack, but it's the same story, right? It is the same thing that still comes back to bite you. Do not let anybody use this tribal whatever rubbish to hoodwink you into agreeing with them that, well, we can spear him. And another narrative that they love to push is this. They keep telling you that Hausa people will never argue with themselves. They always support themselves. It's only Yoruba people that will be criticizing. You are just a foolish person, sir. Man, you are a stupid person too. You're a foolish person. You know why? If Hausa and Fulanis, if they do rankadede to their slave masters, their jihadist killer leaders, they do rankadede. They don't question their leaders. They can already support them all the time. Because at the end of the day, are you so proud of what they are doing to them in the northern part of Nigeria now? Are you? You love to be that rankadede, Abi, where your leaders will end up paying terrorists who will be killing and kidnapping you. And you still go back there and say rankadede. So you are a mad person. You are a complete madman. Now, do not let anybody tell you or make you feel like you owe the likes of Osinbajo, the likes of Tifnumbu, and the criminal others that are also probably working with them in Yoruba land, whether they are young, old. You do not owe them that. take them to the cleaners, trash them, and take them to the dump, and then bin them. Do it for the sake of your own children. Okay? Oh, I know that most of what I have said here are not really going to go. I know those who get the message. For the Abobakus, the crump chasers, the Lagos Agberos, the Oshogbo Alimajiris, or should you call them the proper one, the Buhari idiots, that are going to stand up and tell you, they said Oshibajo is doing what? And you ask yourself, doing what? How is Oshibajo different from Bokwari? Is Oshibajo running his own Nigeria, a different Nigeria? Different from the same Nigeria we are seeing right now? The one that you can no longer travel from Kaduna to Abuja by road. You can no longer travel from Kaduna to Abuja by train. Now they are contemplating on, making it easier for them to fly over that highway. A 14 minutes, they say 14 minutes flight from Kaduna or 15 minutes flight from Kaduna to Abuja. Because they are running away from their responsibility. But Oshibajo will come there and talk to you about how to aspire, to perspire. They say aspire, to perspire, to acquire. We'll be talking like a motivational speaker, like he's not part of the government. He is. He is. He himself, his family, they are the family of thieves. Oshibajo and his family, just like Bokwari and his family, they are families of rogues and thieves. They said the other day that his daughter bought a place for over 100 million naira. She said she rented it. They brought one in Abuja. They have no job. They have no means of creating wealth, but the money is there. They can use it and do whatever they like. While you, the born slave, born to suffer, will defend them on social media all the time. There is no separation. Every time you talk about Bokwari, listen, always know that it is a joint ticket that brought them in. And the excuse that, what do you want him to do? You are a foolish person again. Listen, I don't have any apology, by the way, for those things I'm saying. I know some of you are still going to come back and say, Mayegun, stop abusing people, stop using curse word. You see, those who said that the last time, it was the last thing they said on Mayegun's